Traditions provide comfort and structure in uncertain times, so yes, we treasure our holidays here.
What would your father say about the class thing on display here?
Well, we're lucky you found us. We appreciate and celebrate every single person who contributes to our vibrant community. My father would be so proud to see what the Commonwealth is today. How much this place protects and cares for all its citizens.
Bullshit. I was a trooper. I tried and I tried to reach you. One mistake and I lost everything.
Let's talk, just the two of us.
Don't
Just the two
lie!
of us.
This is what you care about. Fancy parties and paintings. People like me. We're nothing to you.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh. And today we're here, guys, fresh off of episode 10 of The Walking Dead Season 11, Part B. We're here to discuss the class system and how well it was done, actually, in this last episode.
Yeah, so we finally dive in to see more of the Commonwealth. And guys, being readers of the source material like us, we got to see a little bit of it in the source material. It's a little bit different, context, just because it's being written and shown in pages, but not to the full extent of live action. But you really get to see the class divides in this show, and I loved that Connie mentioned it to Pamela Milton, asking her about how it's being done.
Yeah.
And it was just cool.
Absolutely. And we mentioned
cool.
this at the end of our reaction, that we were very surprised on how well it was done. Mm-hmm. And I think that surprise is probably warranted because, like we said, it doesn't translate well on the medium of a comic book.
Yeah.
But man, how they did it in the show, they really hit it home.
I'm glad they did it that early too.
And that's the key.
That's the thing.
That's the key.
Yeah.
They did it early.
Yeah. I think it was best though, because waiting a little bit too long for, maybe telling little stories, and then you maybe get bits and pieces, and then you get to this masquerade ball. Now, we only saw a piece of it from the masquerade ball, but maybe we'll see more. But I think it was good to really let the viewer know, okay, not all of their community was at that masquerade ball. Not everyone was invited. Even Princess, they were trying to get Princess to not come in, even though she was with Mercer.
Yeah, I mean, matter of fact, only one type of person was allowed at that ball, and that is the high class,
the higher end. Yeah,
and well, there was lower class, but they were unfortunately the ones serving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but yeah,
it was good to see.
It was good to see. It was good to see early. I suspect we're definitely going to see a lot more of it too.
Yeah,
and they need to do that.
Yeah, and what we really loved about it, seeing the class divide, but also seeing that trooper tell his story and vent and explain to Moore that the Commonwealth does not care about all of its citizens. We are disposable people to you, because what happened with him when he got his ass kicked by Princess, he lost everything. Yes, he broke protocol, but he lost everything. He's not a trooper anymore. They took his lottery tickets and card stuff away from him that he can't, now care for his sister or sick sister and something like their daughter. I think he said he has kids.
Imagine what he's going to get now after he's protested like
he's
that.
Going to jail for a long time. So,
sadly, that happens today. But anyway, it
was good to see.
It was also good to see Mercer, right? Mm-hmm. And you get to see just a quick, scene of how Mercer just isn't really, I don't necessarily know yet. Like, we didn't get him disagreeing with the way that it was.
Not yet.
But we got his kind of attitude towards, the whole
masquerade thing. He's very revered by the people. The people love him. He's the protector of the Commonwealth,
which is awesome.
Along with the soldiers. Oh yeah, it's very good. Along with the other soldiers, I mean, they are, but he's the protector of the Commonwealth. He's revered. He doesn't like those types of events. He wants to wear his uniform 24/7. He doesn't want to wear he was shoved into that suit. Now that is a big man. He's a big man. I mean, when you see The Rock in a suit, he looks weird because he's just so large. I mean, but I mean, soon I think, we're going to get more with Mercer, and with our group being there, they're going to see the inside a little bit more of the dealings of what's going on. Now, what I really liked was after the trooper kind of, did his spiel talking about, the evil empire of what Pamela's doing, you saw the look that Daryl and especially Rosita gave each other. Yep. When we saw Rosita go into that room probably of his and see all that propaganda stuff for resisting the Commonwealth, she's wondering now, like, okay, what is going on here?
Well, that and talking to who was it that she talked to?
Magna.
Magna, yeah, thank you. Yeah. At first it was talking to Magna, and then obviously seeing, if she would have not talked to Magna, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think it would have been different?
No, because I think once she got into that broken, they did the story breaking into that room and she saw all that stuff, you could see it in her face, like, okay, what's going on?
Someone that is I don't know, I don't want to say crazy, right? Mm-hmm. But someone that is willing to do all of that stuff in that room.
Yeah, I mean,
has to mean something, and I think that Rosita realized that.
Yeah, the trooper, I mean, honestly, yes, he put a knife to Stephanie, Max, but he didn't want to hurt anybody. He just wanted to be heard. And because he was just angry that, maybe he's tried to tell people of what's been going on for so long and they don't want to do anything about it. He was a trooper, so he knows about the brutality of what the Commonwealth will do to their people, especially the lower class who break the rules, who don't do the right thing. You're going to be punished for it. And the bottom line with him, the striking moment was, okay, he broke protocol, he loses everything, and now he's treated like a peasant. And they've just forgotten all the good deeds he did as a trooper. It's all gone now. Yeah. You're now down here, and you have to probably try very hard to work your way back up, if that can happen at all. Yeah, we have no idea. But I can't wait to see more with this.
Oh, we're definitely going to, like I said, I think they're going to continue to give us little, nuggets here and there of the class system. Very soon, we're going to get to see and hear Mercer's real views on what's going on, because I definitely don't think that he's down at all.
So one aspect I'm really hoping to see, and I think that we'll get, is, Pamela told Lance that she wants to be sure that there's not thousands more who are resisting the Commonwealth, and I think that's what led to the break-in of that home. So I kind of want to see the interaction between Pamela and Lance, because I want to see Pamela asking questions about Lance, like, is there a resistance? Why do the people think this way? I want to know if Pamela thinks that I know in the source material what she did. I want to see in the show if they make Pamela think that she is being the correct leader that she's supposed to be, of how it's supposed to be in this world now, or if she decided to do the whole class system for a reason. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She comes from a political world. Her father was in the White House. We don't know if he was a president. He just worked in the White House. So we know that, in the political world, there's a lot of people, they make some decent money. You could say they're high class in a sense. But maybe she comes from a wealthy type family and that's how she grew up. So she just feels like, okay, I'm up here and everyone else is below me, so I have to treat them like that. It could just be how she is. I want to see that. Exactly.
How she was raised.
I want to see if that's just her mentality, or she only started acting this way because of the apocalypse and how she's rebuilding it how she wants to rebuild it.
I think that I think she was born into a high class family. Obviously, we don't know yet.
We don't know.
We didn't get confirmation if her father was really a president, like the president.
Just said he was in the White House. That's all. I assumed immediately the president, but then I'm assuming
it's the president as well. But regardless, let's assume that it's the president.
Yeah.
I mean, she was born into a wealthy situation, and I'm assuming that she carried that on. And going back to you can't wait for that scene between her and Lance. I don't know if we'll get it, but what we might get is Lance reporting to her the results of what the army found.
Yeah.
You know, this is how many posters we found in this many houses.
Right.
This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's what we might get.
I think another character is going to have another big part to play in this, and to our group learning more about the class divide, maybe Mercer learning a little bit more. I think it's going to be Max, aka the real Stephanie.
Yeah.
She is Pamela's assistant. She knows all of what's going on. And when she was being held captive by the trooper, she was whispering to him, I'm like you. I'm like you. So there's more. I think she has a bigger part in this. And I'm waiting for it to happen. I think it is in this next episode. I think in this next episode, the synopsis reads that Eugene is trying to search for the other woman who played Stephanie because she's missing. She's gone missing. So something's going to go on with that.
We saw that in the trailer. Yeah. And I think that,
I think Eugene's going to find out more information too.
I think Eugene finds out who the real Stephanie is.
Yeah. And then I think that he's going to find out more because he's kind of being locked in jail and probably still getting interrogated by Lance about Alexandria and other stuff. So I think Eugene's going to learn a lot more too.
But what's interesting is we find Eugene obviously greeting everyone at the gates of Alexandria in that flash forward scene.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird.
How does that all line up and work?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're going to find out, but
right. But yeah, that was when they came to Alexandria. Then they're back and they've been there for 30 days now. Yeah. So maybe Eugene, maybe from the trailer, maybe when we see Eugene back in jail, it's because of his investigation trying to find the fake Stephanie, and he makes a mistake and they find out, so they throw him in jail. That's probably the reason. And that's when he learns that the Commonwealth isn't what he thought it was. Yeah,
we haven't gotten much of Eugene, and obviously this next episode I think is going to be really Eugene heavy.
Yeah, I think it is, definitely. It's exciting, guys. We've said it numerous times of how our thoughts of how we felt the Commonwealth arc and the source material wasn't that great. They ended it beautifully, but it wasn't that exciting of an arc. It really wasn't.
It really wasn't,
and it went by like that because he was ending the series. So I mean, it went by so fast.
You're right. It wasn't done that well, and now we're seeing that. We're seeing like how honestly I'm enjoying it.
I'm liking what they're doing.
I am
right now.
really enjoying it, and it just proves even more. Like, it's hard to put this kind of material into a 30-page comic book.
Yeah,
I think it's 30. Right?
Yeah, about 30 pages.
Sure.
Yeah. The last one was longer. But
yeah,
it was a bigger book. So, but I mean, Robert Kirkman is there, advising them on the stories and things, and maybe he's giving them ideas of what he wanted to expand upon but couldn't. And so the show is taking that, turning it into how they want to do it. So far, it's great. We are excited to see more of Pamela. We're excited to see what's going on with the resistance, of how the citizens are going to be learning about this stuff. Are they going to be, interacting with our group and telling our group little secrets of, hey, this is really what happens behind closed doors. This is what happens when troopers aren't around. People kiss Pamela Milton's feet when she's around, but when she's gone, you'll hear stories.
It's interesting. It's interesting that what's going to happen when the Governor Milton actually goes to Alexandria and visits Alexandria.
I can't wait to see that too.
Because what's going to happen, right? And is the troops around her.
Yep.
I don't know is Mercer in those scenes? Does Mercer go? I want to say he does.
I think so, yeah.
But these troops and these outside people, basically everyone except for Governor Milton, are really going to see what it's like to live a quote unquote free life of free will, do what you want to do. As it betters the community if everyone's happy, everyone's doing living what life was meant to be.
Right.
And will those people then, when they get back, is that when the revolt happens? Is that when the Civil War happens? Is word is getting out, hey, there are other communities out there and they're doing it the way that it should be done.
They treat people fair.
Yeah.
Everyone's treated fairly. Everyone has quarters that are the same. You're not living in disgusting barracks that have walls that are paper thin. You live in like your own apartment, your own house, and you do duties that you're good at, but you get the same of everyone else.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because at that point, then what's to stop people from migrating to Alexandria that
Exactly.
don't like the way things are going in the Commonwealth?
Right.
And, you know, I'm sure that that's probably going to piss Governor Milton off.
Yeah.
She's going to see Alexandria as a threat.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. One aspect I can't wait to see is, are they going to show the numbers of the Commonwealth?
The football stadium?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have a football stadium, but we've mentioned before, guys, in the source material, the Commonwealth has supposedly there were 50,000 strong, full citizens. We don't know the full numbers of what the military was, but 50,000, okay, that's a lot of people. In the source material, you're not going to see that many people.
Well, they did confirm it.
They did confirm it.
Kind of. Like, they gave
Yeah.
us, to show us in the source material, they gave a quick panel of a football stadium. And
yeah.
a game going on, and the stadium was full. And to readers, and visual, you're like, okay, there it is.
That's
That's
a lot
a
of
big
people.
community.
Yeah.
Are they going to do that in the show?
I don't know.
Oh, do they have to?
If not the football stadium, they're going to have maybe some event where they will pan and they'll just have a ton of people.
But
maybe.
they've already done it, really. You know, going into the train station and seeing all these people walk around, right?
That was a lot. Not thousands, but man,
everyday
hundred.
the everyday scenes that we've already seen in the show.
Right.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people
walking around.
There definitely is.
I think they've done, like I said, I think they've done a really good job showing the class system. I think they've done a great job showing the Commonwealth.
Oh, for sure. It's so good right now, guys. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Cannot wait to watch this next episode. I think it's, once again, I think it's going to be pretty Eugene heavy. He's going to be searching for this Stephanie, the fake Stephanie that's gone missing. I think he's going to get into trouble. I think they're going to interrogate him more to find out more about Alexandria, because we saw in episode 10, Pamela was like, I have some more questions about this Alexandria situation. So,
Yes.
yeah, and soon she's going to make her way to Alexandria, and then we're going to see what everyone else thinks, especially Maggie, because we can kind of know right now Maggie's not going to be down with
Can't
it.
wait for the comment of Governor Milton saying, "Oh, don't you have people that are higher than," you know, like she's gonna make a quick comment,
Right.
you know, about the classness,
Yeah.
the class system,
Right. Oh, everyone has their own quarters? Like, everyone
because
works
she
together?
did that in the source material.
Yeah, exactly.
And but guys, it was to Rick Grimes.
It was to Rick.
And Rick was like, everyone does their own part around here, but they do what they wish to do,
Exactly.
or something along the lines of that. It was great,
yeah.
guys.
It was amazing. So yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for your notifications, and stay tuned for more. I am Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.